Hello, amazing people. I am Dr. E, PowerTalk Ask the Expert. And I'm always connecting and interviewing amazing individuals that will inspire you to step into your greatness. And today with me, I have Marisa Di Muro, a soprano singer, award winner in writing songs and songwriter and upcoming author. And she's also the global change maker for Leona Global. So welcome, Marisa. Thank you for being here and saying yes.
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for inviting me. I've been waiting for some time to meet up with you and have this interview.
I know. And things happen, but they happen. I really believe that it happens when it's the right time. And I think today's a perfect time because I love, I'm also into astrology. So this is the perfect moment because it's the new moon, it's that new energy. And I think when it's that energy, it's the creative energy. And you are in that energy of being a creator, a dreamer, and you inspire people and touch people through your songs. So tell us, how did you start and when?
I started, I would say, quite young because I come from a very small village in south of Italy. And on a Sunday, we would go to church and sing. So I had this really strong voice, which... it sort of guided me, gave me the hint that I should be doing singing. But then my life was quite disrupted because I came to this country when I was almost 14, after we had a violent earthquake and my village was destroyed. A great part of my village was destroyed in the earthquake, and I lost my mother in the earthquake. So I came to the UK, and after a few years, then I sort of began to realize that, I wanted to learn singing, and I started going to the Kent Music School in south of England. And then I started taking private lessons in London. By then I was working at the BBC in the props department. And I said to myself, I need to go back to Italy because I really want to do singing and I want to do opera. So I went back to Italy and I studied at the Music Conservatoire in Florence, where I lived for 6 years. So I strictly studied opera singing. So strictly trained as a classical singer, trained to sing Puccini, Verdi, Bellini, Donizetti, Mozart. And these are the works I trained to do. And those are the works that I covered and I fulfilled and I presented at concerts for several years after that. Until then, after I had a family and I did still some singing, but at the same time, there was something quite missing in me. And for me, it was very important to find a different way. So I started doing different concerts with different type of musicians, not strictly classical. I did the Britain Does Variety, Open Mic UK, where I encountered different styles of music, different styles of musicians and singers. And that's when I started going into songwriting. And I started collaborating with producers and putting new material together. And presenting it, and started doing also some music videos. And that is something that I've been able to fulfill myself as a singer, not only to be an interpreter of other great composers' works, for which I have to train very hard to be able to sing the works of Mozart, even if I want to sing just one aria, let alone sing a whole opera, which I haven't done for a while. But to be able to do singing songwriting fulfills me differently, because allows me to that creativity of who Marisa Di Muro is, what my skills are, what my own interpretation is, and what I really want to say to the world and to the audience.
Mhm. Beautiful. With me today, I have Marisa Di Muro. She is an opera soprano singer. So, Marisa, many times people want to step into their greatness, and live their purpose. Yet something holds them back. Either it could be fear, it could be uncertainty. There's so many reasons. But what can you tell people? Because I mean, you've stepped into your greatness and you're fulfilling your dreams, and you've made them come true. So, what can you tell people out there that are not doing it, and why they should do it?
It is actually exactly the message that I hope I'm able to put across in my upcoming book. Obviously, life, we all thrown different circumstances. And I think just because of circumstances, it does not mean that somebody is less important or has achieved less than anybody else. It's just that the circumstances are different. But however, I think if people have a passion to fulfill them for themselves, there is this tendency that we want, how do we judge being successful? Is it because how many followers we have, how many records we sell, how much money we make from what we're doing? To me, being successful is the most thing is that you are actually doing it. If you are doing something, you are already achieving success, because not everybody has the courage to actually step up there and doing it and put themselves out of their way. Whether they fail, they take the risk and they put themselves up there. So for me, just doing it, for me, that is a success. Whatever comes afterwards, how you are seen, whether other people book you or they don't book you, or whether they like you or not like you, whether they buy your music or your books, etc., etc., you are doing it, and that is the main thing, I think, in life, because it takes great courage to do that.
Exactly. And I think that life is an experience. So being able to step into whatever you want to do and you desire, and really being able to just experience life, and then things just happen. I also made a decision to actually become a publisher, right? And when you make this decision, like, things are like the universe is responding to you, and things are happening. So tell me, when you made a decision in life, now that you're writing a book and it's ready to come out, like, what has that decision done for you?
I think what has done for me, it has put me through what I probably would not have put myself through had I not decided to write the book. My book is very personal to me. In this book, my very first book. So there is that expectation. What should the book be like? You start doubting yourself. Which area should I talk about more or not say? So there are all these question marks. But I think, to be writing a book for me is it's delivering, being able to relieve myself in some ways, and facing up to other fears and other parts of myself, which I would probably want to maybe put aside. And so I'm pushing my boundaries all the time. And as I said, I am doing it. Whether, it's what happens after that is out of one's control. Yes, you can have a manager who pushes it out to certain platforms, or you can have so many people there ready to buy the book or buy your music, etc. But what happens after that is out of your control. The main thing is that you focus on what you're actually doing with it, because at the end of the day, it's for yourself. And you're putting yourself through that process. And whatever you're achieving primarily is for yourself.
Mm-hmm. And I truly believe that we have to do things for ourselves. But I also, one of my things is building a legacy, right? And a legacy that outlives us. Because once we leave this world, your music, I think it's very inspirational. I mean, that's powerful,
That's exactly, I always had in my mind, since I was a young child. I don't know how young though, but I wanted to leave something behind.
Mhm.
There was always this thing in my head. I wanted to leave something behind. What is it? I want to leave something behind. So in my case, I am fortunate enough to have followed my passion with the music, and I have not stopped even through very hard times, hard periods, discouragement, being not chosen, said no many times. Even because of that, I what I wanted to do and achieve was much stronger than that. So I've been lucky for that. And for me, it's important, yes, to leave something behind, but not for the sake that it has to be something successful, something that I am completely satisfied with what I'm doing
Mhm.
and happy with what I'm leaving behind.
Exactly. I love what you're saying, that you'll leave something because of you, right? For who you are. But I also know that people want to follow your steps, or they wonder, how did she get there? Because a lot of people don't see our failures. They don't see how we failed to get where we are. They only see our successes. But I think that through your book, if you share your struggles, your journey,
Yes.
and you turn it into you being the sage and being able to create heroes, right? To really step into their journey. I think that that's powerful. A journey. How about if we listen to your music? I want Facebook to know that this is Marisa Di Muro YouTube and songs, so you don't delete my stuff.
Okay. So you
So
have my authorization.
just tell us that we have your authorization to listen to this music. So this is Marisa Di Muro's music that we're going to play, and she has given me permission, and she is here live with me. So I am going to put us backstage so we could see the video for a
Yes.
moment. So give me a chance here, because I'm going to share. And there we go. I'm just going to put us in the back. Wow. That is such an amazing moment. Congratulations. It's beautiful what you did. Oops, sorry. Oops, sorry. My YouTube's going
I was
crazy.
going into something else.
I know.
Like
But
that,
wow.
music.
I know. This is beautiful. And then when you combine it with music, and I think that the creative mind really explodes when you allow yourself to move and express yourself from the heart, and I can see that through your art in, with music. It's wow. So I can't wait to see your book come out and really sharing your message with people, that so you can help them to tap into their greatness and their creative art and really bring their dreams into existence. So tell us a little bit about your book.
Yes, but the book is basically the idea behind the book is who is the person behind the voice of Marisa Di Muro. And the title of the book is actually The Voice Beyond the Mountains. So I grew up in a small village, and my first chapter is acres of land as my playground. I had in front of me beautiful, not Alps, but very sort of big mountains. To me, they were like gigantic, so they, and all around me, from looking my farm, my parents' farm, where I would spend most of the days because my parents were farmers. So that's the beginning of the book, and then the journey why I left my village, and then my journey coming to this country, living in this country, and then taking my next steps and going to Italy to study, coming back here, family, everything that basically some major events that life has thrown at me. And amongst all there, I think what I'm emphasizing is the fact that I always had this dream and always had this fire within me that's kept me going all the time, kept me focused, even though I've had the distractions and from family, different things happening. But I always kept going and kept focused what I wanted to do and wanted to achieve. And as I've gone on, obviously, I've found some more of a stability and understanding in who I am and what I want to do and how to get the best out of myself. And because I've had this tenacity of never wanting to stop and never wanted to give up, no matter what I was getting coming back to me, that is what has kept me going, because I had that belief in myself. I did not allow other forces outside or other people determine whether I was going to be successful or not. And actually, I went to one audition, and my children were there, and I was turned down. And I said to them, "Do you think I'm going to let them determine my future?" I said,
So
"I am going to determine my future, not them."
wow, I love it. I love it. It's like
So it doesn't matter who they are. It does not matter to me how important they are. I am here in this world to do something while I am here. And it doesn't matter who they are that says no to me, how important they are. No, I'm not having it.
absolutely. It's like whoever's listening, Marisa Di Muro said something extraordinary and beautiful. You create your destiny because you decide to achieve your goal. And like she just finished saying, no one can decide who you're going to become and what you can step
No.
into. So I love it. I love it. What you just said, because I think that many times we hit walls, right? And when we hit that wall, we feel someone stopping me from becoming who I want to be. And I can't step into my greatness, but they forget that they can climb the wall, they can go around the wall, they can break the wall.
Exactly.
To
You
get
take
to
a
the
different
next.
direction. That's it. You're going up a direction. Something you stumble up or something which stops you. You go the other way, and then you keep going that way, and then you keep going until you want to do it. Obviously, but for me, I mean, I don't want to end up my life one day, perhaps be on my deathbed and say, I haven't tried, I haven't done this, I haven't done that. I have to do this. And it doesn't matter what everybody thinks, whether I'm mad, I'm crazy, I don't know, whatever one might think. Or, I mean, I started as a classical singer, and for a classical singer to take other directions, you can perhaps be seen as somebody maybe that has failed that area, or maybe has not fulfilled that area. Therefore, you're trying something else for the sake of doing something. But I think I'm following what I really want to do. And if whatever I do allows me to express myself fully, because I'm following myself what I want to do right now, I cannot look what I was doing 20 years ago, 10 years ago, who I am now and what I'm doing right now. That's all it matters. And that's all is important.
Exactly. Exactly, because I think we're always transforming, we're always constantly changing, and we choose to experience whatever we desire. And that's based on decision making on a daily basis.
Yes, and that's what life is. Every day you get up and you don't feel the same as yesterday. So, well, yesterday it's all sort of happened in place. So the other day, today you're facing your day again. You start again, and you maybe in my case, as a singer, you start again singing, doing your vocal exercises, and you do this and you do that, do the other things. That's your day to day is completely different from another day. That's the wonderful thing in some ways. So then, okay, I have another chance today to do what I want to do and to get it even better.
Exactly. We have opportunities, constant opportunities to kind of veer and go to a different direction. And I always tell people, like, instead of just seeing the goal, it's like, feel it. Like, how does it feel to, to set a goal? And if it doesn't feel right, change the wording. Because when you change the wording, then it changes the way that the approach that you take towards that goal. And again, like Marisa Di Muro says, it's all about an experience. And it's about you making that decision. So I was really honored to have you here. And I really want to thank you, because you said yes. And you said yes several times. It was just the scheduling because of our time difference. Yes. But what I love about what COVID did to us is that it connected me with people like you all over the world, that I get to meet, connect, and I get to introduce to my community, and you get to introduce me to your community, where we grow and we impact people in so many ways. So I really want to thank you for that.
You're welcome.
But before we leave, I always ask people, like, what's a quote that either you created or that you love that you want to share with our audience?
A quote. Okay. I would say, a lot of the times, people, like in general, maybe we think we're not doing enough. Or we should try harder, or we think maybe we're not good enough at something. I would simply say, tell yourself you're doing your best, and then leave it to rest. So I'm doing my best, and I'm going to leave it to rest. That's all.
Love it. I love that. And how can people get in touch with you, and when can they expect your amazing book that you're ready to publish?
Well, I'm just finalizing the last chapter. which is going to be sent to the publisher for proofreading, editing, all of that preparation. The title is The Voice Beyond the Mountains. I have some idea what the cover and front and the back is going to be like, but still a little bit to finalize. I'm trying to get it out as soon as I can so that I can move on also onto other projects, because I'm doing some other preparations, some other recordings with other original songs. So the book will be coming out. I don't have a date, hopefully very soon. But if people want to contact me, I'm on the normal, like the social media, Facebook, just type in my name. It says up here, Marisa Di Muro, soprano singer, which I have my Facebook page, Instagram, LinkedIn, all the major social media sort of platforms, I want to call them.
Yeah. So connect with Marisa Di Muro, and she either soprano singer, and you can easily find her at Marisa Di Muro. Look for her, connect with her, listen to her beautiful music, either YouTube, and then we played one here too that's called Dancing Moon by Marisa Di Muro. So go back if you just started watching. And what we're asking that you do is that you like, comment, ask a question, and we can come back and answer. And most importantly, share so that we can connect with many, many people out there looking for Marisa Di Muro. And I just want to tell people, I am Dr. B with PowerTalk, and I am the ultimate legacy builder. I connect with people like Marisa so that we can actually help inspire people, to give them hope so that they can step into their greatness and leave a legacy behind that will outlive you forever. So, Marisa, thank you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Grazie.
Gracias.
Oh.
See you soon. I will bring you back when I connect with Global, when I have my global panelist.
Yeah, of course.
Beautiful. Definitely. Well, thank you for all of you for being here on the show.
Thank you for your time. You finally made it.
Yay!
Bye, everyone.